There are so many games I can talk endlessly about, but today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going into unfamiliar territory.
Alright, let's do this then. Who's ready to go?
And share my experiences as I see it firsthand. So prepare yourselves as I take this franchise to the street. Walking along these streets, I find something compelling. I don't know what it is, but something tells me I should just go straight. And with music like this, I'm unsure whether I should be fighting or dancing, since it compels me to do both. And sometimes you really do have to take matters into your own hands and show them who's boss. Oh. And if that fails, dust yourself off and go again. Yeah, I knew they were good for something. Finally, I get my chance. What do I first see when playing this game? Well, firstly, I hear an awesome soundtrack. 3, 2, 1. All with 40 moves to dance along with. I personally didn't really find 40. But I'm sure the back of the box didn't exaggerate at all. I mean, I was pulling combinations out from somewhere. Not from there. Trust me, I just looked. And they weren't there. But walking these streets of rage, I'm sure Axel would agree that they're out to get me. And I feel kind of left right out. So I'll just go straight. And I'll tell you one thing, listen real close. This ain't no walk in the park, because this sure ain't no Pokemon game, and there is no getting away safely option. When it comes to the Streets of Rage, this game really knows how to pull out the punches, because Sega really came out swinging, and I was left dancing. Once again, how do I always end up dancing? may not be too smart, but with the numbers, they are a force to be reckoned with. The lines in the sand have been drawn. These guys are everywhere. And they just keep coming. Which means you just gotta keep going, no matter what the odds are. Ah yeah, I've never felt so popular. Or extremely unpopular. I'm not so sure. The jury's still out on that one. Moving on, I can't seem to catch a break. But luckily for me, there's a few scattered items lying around to help me from feeling a little bit too half empty. Depending on how you look at it. Is the glass half empty or is it half full? Personally, I like to be all barred up. Aw, oh, come on! Get your head out of the gutter. You can't win like that. I do have to say, I love the crowd control pole here. And you know what? Cleaning up the streets has never been so much fun. I mean, look at all these freaks. And you know, this franchise could have easily fell victim to feeling like a cheap knockoff. Especially when compared to other beat-em-ups of the time, but somehow didn't. As it cleared the room and knocked down the doors to make some room for the sequels to rush on through. 2 sequels, and that's all we got. And sadly, no more rushed on through. Which makes me ask the question, do you know what makes a great sequel? Come on man, think. The answer, everything the Streets of Rage 2 does. As it seems to have bigger, better, bulging muscles. So the Streets of Rage 3 must be even better, right? Nothing but blue skies and smooth sailing. Maybe. Let's just see this play out then. Now, as good as the sequel was before this, the third time wasn't always the charm for me, since the game's difficulty never really seemed to add up, and the AI's defense seems to be through the roof, and at times, leaning towards a little bit off balance. The same could be said about the music too, as the words "don't do drugs" come flashing back to my mind that the old arcade machines from the past used to warn me about. See? You have been warned. Now look, here's a sample of the soundtrack. I can't dance to this. It's got a real special sound to it, doesn't it? I mean, I judge a Streets of Rage game by whether I can dance to it or not. Some people say that the music of Streets of Rage 3 was way ahead of its time, and I agree because it's really, really out there. It's out there. It's out there. See, without the music, it just feels like something is all the way out here, missing. Yep. It's out here alright, nothing to see here. It's so far gone, I can't even see it. Or me. So, as I play the game, I realise there's something a little off. You know when you're watching something, and something feels not quite right? And I think to myself, What am I doing? What am I doing?
What are you doing?
I'm doing a video, baby.
I thought I told you to do the dishes.
Yeah, I'll get to them later, baby. I'm just in the middle of something.
No! You're just messing around.
Huh? What are you on about?
Don't make me get the whip out.
That's weird. I was playing a game just before that had chicks with whips. What are the odds?
Chicks with whips, huh?
So, where are his dishes?
Never cross over into my domain. I like your game.
Whoa! You almost got me there, baby. Babe, do you know you... Me? Babe, do you know you're whipping me? Whoa! Okay, I'm out of here. Got a bit of whiplash. Oh, it takes it out of you. Yeah, I ain't doing them dishes again. But overall, Streets of Rage 3 is actually still a pretty good game. But you just said... I know what I just said. I heard what I said. We all heard what I just said. So what are you going on about? All I'm saying is that it just needed a little tweaking to get the formula right. It needs to be a little tweak to get... Don't make fun of me, I'm you and you're me. Hang on, I'm not quite tuned into the right station to understand what the hell's going through your head. We have the same head, you idiot. Look, I brought you all here because we need to air out our problems together. Because let's face it, you've changed. We're not blaming you. This isn't an intervention, okay? I brought them here. Alright, look, ask them yourself. You're just gonna have to face each other. They don't have a problem with you. We don't have a problem with you. They don't have a problem with you. I don't have a problem with you. It is a problem, but we can move on. We don't blame you. Look, I just want to be able to dance the way that I could before. You know? It's not your fault. We understand. We understand. But it's not your fault. Because I just want to dance again. Remember the fun times that we used to have? We could always dance before. They're your friends. They want to help. They can't change the past. None of us
can change the past, trust me. I wish we could. I've played you before. But I'll step out of the picture.
Because I just want to dance again.
I can't hear any talking, guys. You have to discuss your problems. You still have great gameplay. You can't deny that fact. You can't deny that fact that you have great gameplay. But the music and difficulty, come on. We've played the game, we know what's there, but you can't change that. You can't change the facts. The facts are a reality. What happened in the past stays in the past. Even though we're still dealing with it here in the present.
Because I just want to dance again.
Alright, just turn around. Look, I've got to say something.
We've gotten through tough times before. Remember how we used to fight off our troubles in the past, head on? And we usually came out on top.
We just want you to know that we like to play you, and sometimes we can't because you're just so difficult.
Because I just want to dance again.
We all saw your improvements, and that's a good thing. Because we could all need some improvements. Certainly I need improvements. I mean, look at me. Come on. This ain't normal. Talking to a game on a shelf, that ain't normal, man. That's just not normal. That's not how it is. That's not how it's supposed to be. You weren't how you were supposed to be. Whether we like it or not, that's just how you are. We've accepted you. Collectively, we've accepted you into our lives and onto our shelves. You are a great game, and I just want you to know that we're all here for you, man. Okay?
See? I knew we could work out our problems. And that's all I ever wanted to do. And it wasn't all bad, now was it? Because I just want to dance again.
So you still like the game? Yeah, I still like the game. Just because I have a few little things that I don't like about it doesn't mean that it's not a great game.
And you know what?
There are actually a few improvements that have been made here.
So don't play your rock and roll to me.
And here I thought the best things came in twos.
And breaking the region free, you will find that the bare knuckles in Japan had it a little bit easier, as there are some differences between the two territories. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Looking back at the series as a whole, which I can do because they're right here staring in front of me,
And each game can certainly stand up on their own.
no help from me. They're all there, on their own, standing up. On their own.
You might be asking yourself, how come it took me so long to play these games anyway? Well, you see, I never owned a Sega Mega Drive growing up.
So many of these classic games slipped through my gaming fingers, and I never got a chance to grab hold of them.
Until now, of course. As you can clearly see, I completely own them.
So now that I do own them all, I can play them for many years to come.
I'm one of these things. And they'll always be stacked up, ready to go. Just like me, I'm always ready to go. As these games come to an end, under these city lights, these games, they sure do shine bright. And you know what? Looking back, walking these streets sure has been some fun. And now I feel like we've come full circle. And this really is the Streets of Rage. And when those credits roll, I'll make sure that I'm watching that sunset tonight. But, you know what? I think it's time to dance again.
Let's see how that goes, eh? I'll do it again. I'll certainly do it again.
Shh. It will be our little secret.
Tap out. And play a franchise that honestly, I don't have that much knowledge about.
Oh, what a salesman.
That doesn't even make sense. That's because you said it all wrong.
When am I saying this?
What do you mean? This is
While I'm whipping you?
right before you start whipping me. Let it be known. It's like Rocky.
Let it be known.
Ouch. Who wants to take a fight? Who wants to take a fight? As these background characters sometimes actually join the fight. Donkey Kong. What's up, mate? See? They're there in the background. You can see him. If I can see him, you can see him. High five. We can all see him. I see him, you see him, blah, 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 blah. Something like that. I know when I'm not wanted. There's one over there. See?
When am I saying this?
While I'm whipping you. Right before you start whipping me, let it be known.
Let it be known. What's the line before?
I just told you. Don't make me get the whip out.
Again.
Don't play your rock and roll to me. Don't play your rock and roll to me. You finished, baby? Every time. Every time. Or burps. Where did that come from? That's where it comes from. That's where it all comes from. suck in the air.
Looking back, I sure have had fun walking these streets.
Every time I see X, he seems to be catching a lot of Z's in his chair. It's a visual thing. It's a visual thing. And Double Dragon kind of started it all, but really, Final Fight, I think, got the ball really steamrolling. My personal opinion, it may not actually matter or mean anything. But that's just my little opinion. Broken bottles, knives, metal pots, and anything else they can throw at you. Even apples. There's some big apples. Peekaboo, I just saw you.
How do you like them apples?
And now you see me wearing my hat on TV. Well, like I said earlier, I never owned a Sega Mega Drive. Here, I'll show you. Here's a clip I prepared earlier. Here, I'll show you. Here's a clip I prepared. Prepared. Pre-fucking paired. Prepared. Can you say pre-fucking paired? And then burp out.
Best look, see that line? That's when the camera starts recording, so get about that much in front of it, alright? Just stand there with your thing.
Yeah.
Okay?
What's Phil do?
This is going to be a lot to edit.